Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I have my retainers in, but I hope you guys can understand me because I need to have them in for this. Okay, my mess is a mess. I'm wearing a hat so I can be more masked. You guys know all about the masking. And yes, you guys, today I am going to be doing a fun story time video. Maybe fun for you, not so fun for me because this shit is crazy. And the fact that this even happened is beyond bonkers to me because I just can't. So this is going to be a hookup story from one of my previous experiences. So no, the B card is not in me, darling. I'm wearing white because I'm trying to show you that I'm innocent, but I have a couple of experiences on my belt and my mouth. It's going to include a lot of kind of what the gay world kind of is. I know I don't do stories like this ever on my channel, and that's why I'm not doing a beauty video anyways today, because that's why it's all dark lit so you can focus on me. Anyways, yeah. I tried filming this before, but I just feel like I was so anxious and so like not me in the video, so I wanted to do it again. Before we go into it, be sure to hit subscribe, the like button as well, and also hit the post notification bell so you know when my next video is up. Also, if you want to share this video, if you don't want to share it, I understand. Share one of my last ones, it's a little bit more innocent, but yeah. If you guys know, I am a homosexual male. I'm a gay man, okay? Like, yes. And with men, I think it's honestly, with men, it's a little bit different than how kind of like straight relationships kind of happen. I feel like men are very easily and very quick to be like, okay, you want to come over, let's do this and this and this. And it's not a big deal for us like it is for, you know, other people. Some people it is, I know it is kind of a little bit more intimate. But, you know, for the majority, it's kind of easy to go and get some experience here and there. Just be sure to be careful, darling. I will always condone using condoms. Have I always used a condom? Maybe, maybe not, but it's all good because we're negative up in here. We're negative degrees on that, okay? If you guys are, I think the most popular gay hookup app, I want to say, is GRINDR. That's just kind of like what everyone uses, what everyone knows is kind of like the main app for the gays and, you know, the non-gays and, you know, all the good stuff. Mostly you will see on the app like gay guys or some trans people. I am saying people because there's girls and boys up in here, and there is just straight people on here, down low people that just want something. And for the majority, there's, you know, there's always that person that's, you know, like so I feel like it's also pretty good to know kind of like your surrounding gays that's in your city and kind of know, oh, like, okay, like, oh, okay. It's a nice app so you guys can kind of know your community also, and then, you know, you want to get some, you can get some as well. Most of the people on the app, it is kind of made to just go on dates and chat and all this good stuff, but most of the people just go on there to get some, let's be real. So this experience happened to me. I'm not saying it's my most recent experience, but it's one of my most recent experiences. It happened in April, end of April, beginning of May. That's when I remember it happening, and it's in June right now. We're in June, so it's been a while. It's been like a month. Also, I did my hair, but I'm not going to show you it until the next video. I am the klutziest klutz ever. I keep falling on my ass. Oh, I can't do it myself. Oh, this guy, he is we're just gonna call him Chad because he looks like Corbin Blue. He's a light skin, he's really cute, and he's 6'2", coin. I'm 5'9", so I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm 5'9", he's 6'2", so I like my dad is a little bit taller than me, so I'm like, ooh! And I was like, oh, is this like a catfish though? Because, like, let's be real, I'm not the cutest boy ever in the world, and my body is not meant to do anything right now. But he messages me early in the morning. It's like 11 pretty much, basically. 11 in the morning, he's like, hey, how's it going? We start chit-chatting, and then, you know, we're having a good time, and I'm like, oh my god, finally not a fucking, like, guy who just wants to get it in. And, you know, it's insane, you know, like, I feel like at this point it's kind of like, you have, like, there's just, it's expected for every single person on there to message you about that kind of stuff. Anyways, after that, so we chit chat, we talk. It's almost 12 p.m. since we've been talking on the app pretty much. And then he's like, you want to go to the movies? Like, we can go right now. And I was like, okay, like a matinee, like sure, daytime movie, you know, whatever. I'm like, okay, that's fine, like let's do it or whatever. And so he's like, okay, meet me at Walgreens. Like I live by Walgreens and there's like a nice Walgreens by my house as well. And so I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I live kind of close by that area too. And so we meet up at Walgreens, honey. Oh, I was literally like shook at the fact that this dude is 6'2", not a catfish, and he is like a gorgeous light-skinned daddy. Like, wow. He's like 26, by the way. I'm 22. 26, it's like, hello, hallelujah, everybody praise Jesus. And I'm like over here like, holy fucking shit, bitch. What's wrong with you? I literally was like, are you okay? Like, do you have any issues? Because like, you see me, girl, I'm a little bit circum, and I ain't up to your part. And like, he's like, no, girl, you are, he didn't say girl, I just say girl all the time. He was like, no, you look absolutely fine, I like it like that. And I'm like, oh, and so once we go ahead and talk, we keep going down the aisles and Walgreens, honey, and I'm like, okay, you want to get some candy, you know, while we watch the film. And he's like, I mean, I have never done that, but if you want to. And I'm like, you've never eaten candy? You want to have orally nice teeth? That's fine. That's up to you. I like my candy, so I went to go get some gummies and stuff, and you know, we got that, and we went to go to the cars. And so he's like, if you want to follow me, so that way we don't leave the car here and at Walgreens, and then we can just drop it off like at the mall or something, and then we can just we'll just go and take one car from there. And I was like, cool. So we go to the mall. That's like a 15-minute ride, and we're on the phone. And then we get to the mall. I drop my car off and pretty much everything there, and I take my wallet and myself with me to his car. And he's like, okay, I'll just take the highway to get there faster. And then, you don't need to take the highway, but sure, you can take the highway. I just don't think it's smart. We go to the highway, and I'm like, okay, like, you're super cute or whatever. And then like we start talking in the car, and he's like, so are you a freak, honey? I said, excuse me, am I a freak? Yes, because I'm a boy in makeup and I like it. I like it like that. Yeah, basically, I mean, if you want to talk dirty to me, I'll talk dirty to you back. But anyway, so he was like, you dirty or whatever. And I was like, yeah, sure. Like, I'm a little dirty if you want to be dirty like that. And so this fool, you guys, he is wearing like sweats pretty much. And he pulls down his pants and his big old eggplant comes out, and I'm like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And this thing is like, because he's light skinned, you guys, so it was not small, and it was not thin, and it was not little, girl. It was great. And I was like, oh, so that's what you want to plan right now on the way to the movies? Like, oh, you want a low carb lay? Sure. And so my hand goes over to the passenger seat, or I guess I'm the passenger to the driver's seat, honey. And I'm like, up and down that thing. And then I was like, okay, cool. And so we get off on this exit, and then he does a left turn instead of a right turn, when I'm like, the movie theater's to the right, not the left. And he was like, oh, we're going to a different one. And I'm like, a different one? What kind of movie theater are you talking about? Open a new one? I don't know. I saw they just opened one new AMC theater. Did they open another one? And I'm like, okay. And literally, he drives us to this building. It's a big blue building, and it says movies, and it says XXX on it. And I'm like, oh, no, you did not take me to this kind of theater. And I was like, is there even a theater that shows this? Like, what kind of shit is this? Like, I don't look into that kind of stuff, you guys. Like, I don't really do that. It's just, no. I don't do that. No. Like, oh, so this is the theater you wanted to come to? Not Warren, not Regal Cinema, not AMC Theater, girl. It's like, this is the theater I want us to come to. I said, oh no. Oh no. Like, the pieces in my head, I'm like, why is he hot, and why is he so beautiful, and why is he talking to me, are connecting. And I'm like, oh shit. He took me to a fucking orgy house, to like a fucking porn house, like porn infested place. And I'm like, ah. So he's like, okay, you walk in, pay for your ticket, and then you ask for the theater arcade pass. And I'm like, hold up, you don't even want to buy me my ticket and you brought me here? I don't spend my money on this. I don't want my bank to know that I be doing this kind of stuff, girl. Like, go in there first. I don't want them to know that we're together. I'm like, bitch, then why the fuck did you bring me here? Okay, so I go in. Oh my god. To the left and the front of me, it's like rows of like kind of like a Blockbuster kind of, but super disgusting and dirty. And it's like all full of straight and LGBTQ XXX videos. Onto my left, and then onto the right there's a whole bunch of toys for you to play with. And now, oh my god, I was like shook, because I have never seen anything like that in person. I have never seen like a, like, I don't ever see, I just can't. Like, I don't even go look into those kind of movies, like in the theaters. Like, no. And this is what kind of things there are, honey. No. And so I talked to the man. Why did I say yes to this? Oh no. And so yeah, it's a hot ass mess, you guys. He is a hot ass mess. So I get my ticket basically, and I go through the hallway where it says arcade / theaters, and I'm like, oh no, I don't know what I'm gonna do in here. Like, I want to go home, I want to take an Uber. And so he goes in, he does his thing, we go in, he meets me in there. By the way, you guys, this hallway is black as hell. Okay, so this hallway is black as hell, and then it goes into different like hallways, and it's all black, and there's a whole bunch of walls with like little rooms. And I said, oh no, I can't do this right now. And so I'm like shook, like I can't even say anything. I'm just like shook, and I'm nervous, and I'm anxious. And he can tell, he's like, don't be anxious, and bro, don't be anxious. And I'm like, bitch, I'm fucking anxious because I don't do this shit. And so literally we're walking down the hallway, and these are the bigger rooms out of the other ones, and you just see porn playing with a big old couch with long, like, it's super long and like stuff around it. And I'm like, you can just, I literally felt like you could just taste the HIV in that place. Like, it just was not cute, you guys. It was not cute. I was just astonished. Every room we saw, it was astonishing. Like, I was like shook at the fact that this guy took me here, and I barely met him like a couple hours ago. And I'm like, oh no, like, what is this? And so he's like, I've come here all the time, like, you don't have to worry about it. I'm like, psycho. Mind you, there's like old ass men walking around, and I'm like, like, these dudes are not 50. Like, that's reaching, but that ain't that old. Like, these people were 80. They were 80. And they're all guys. And I said no. And oh my god, I'm shook. So by the time we finish this little hallway, you get to this entryway, and it's the arcade, and so there's just like a whole bunch of games, and then there's bathrooms. And so I was like, oh girl, I have to go to the restroom, give me 1 second. And so I go to the restroom, I look in the mirror, and I said, Mitchell, you have to think of an idea, you have to think of something for him to take you back to your car, and you just leave. Like, you have to think of a way. And so I like pull myself together, and then I get out, and he's like, come on. And then I'm like, what? And so he gets my hand, and we go into this. He's like, we're gonna go into the big theater. And I'm like, holy shit, that was not the big theater? And then we go around the corner. There's a longer hallway. Mind you, this hallway looks like it's a theater hallway. Like, carpet and like lights, and oh no. And I'm over here carrying my candy, you guys. I'm carrying my candy because I'm like, ah! And so we go into the big theater. You just see a big old screen playing whatever they're playing. The seats that are kind of like from the movies in there as well. So you just see there's like 3 guys in there. One of them's already like shlinking the fuck out of his penis, and 2 of them are in the back, like just like security guards basically. And he tells me, okay, let's work the room, see if they're cool, and then we can take a seat. And then I'm like, and so I just followed this dude, and then I don't know how is a head nod like what's up? Like, I don't understand. So he's like, we're cool. We sit down and he takes his dick out again, girl. Again. Mind you, I was like, okay, like, it'll be fun because it's you and you're cute or whatever. And that thing is not small, and that's how I like it. But girl, we are in an entirely different scenario at this point that I'm like disgusted. And he literally like grabs my head. And mind you, I'm wearing a hat too. And he grabs my head and I am like that real quick. Like it just happened like out of nowhere, and I was just like shook that I just kept like I didn't stop, but I should have stopped at that point. And I was like, I need to go, I'm so sorry. So I'm over here, and then all of a sudden like I look up, and then the guys that were in the back and the guys sitting were like surrounding us. And I'm like, I'm not playing this game. And I stop, and then you hear the door open, and then everybody's like, scatter, scatter, scatter. And I'm like, why are we scattering? And then like obviously they know this is the point. And I'm like, why is everyone so scared? And then this guy tells me, Chad tells me, I'm gonna call him Chad. Chad tells me, he was like, there are undercover cops here that come in as well and harass for public display of sexual activity. And I'm like, hell no, fuck this shit. That's the point where I'm out of here. Because I'm gonna get arrested, and when my mama finds out that I got arrested and I got my shit taken care of because I was here, I was in this place. No sir. I said, fuck this shit. I got my hat and I said, I'm leaving. So I went out to that door and I literally walked out. And he was like right there, like mid-schlong now. And so I'm like, okay, this is gonna come out, like I need to go home. And I wait like 5 minutes, you guys, and this guy is still in there. So I go back in that door and I'm like, I go talk to him like, okay, like come on, let's go. Like I need to go home. Or I need to go back to my car. And then he's like, okay, let's go because I don't feel comfortable in here anymore. And I was like, I didn't feel comfortable in the first place. Like, come on. And so we go out of the door and he was like, come on, let's go over here. I'm like, no, I don't feel comfortable here. I'm sorry. I'm not the one. I'm not the one. You're cute, but I'm not the one. Like, relax. Like, let me go to the restroom. I'll be right back. He goes to the restroom. I wait. There's this old ass dude that's tall as fuck. And I'm like, hi grandpa, like how are you? And then this guy comes out, Chad comes out of the restroom and he's like, come on, let's go this way. And so I'm like following him, like, okay, we're gonna go out. And so he's like, hey you, the tall ass dude that's like 75. And he's like, come with us. And I'm like, wait, what? And then we literally walk across from the entryway and then like to get out, and then there's other like little hallways that are small tiny ass rooms, and there's like little movies playing in them, but it's like super small. And I'm like, hell no, like I don't do this. Mid hallway, the guy Chad kisses the old grandpa, and like he pulls down his thing and then he starts blowing on it, and I'm like, ah! I'm like mentally screaming, and I'm like over here like that's what I'm doing, but on the inside I'm like, wow! I am not even making this up. This is my life. Oh my gosh. And so I'm like, oh, holy shit, what the fuck, I'm leaving. And so I'm like, okay, like cool, you're into that, I'm leaving, I'm gotta go, I will find an Uber, I'm good. And he was like, nah, like stay, like don't be that way, don't be that way. I'm like, boy, I'm gonna be that way and hit you in the face if you stop me one more time. Like, he was like, nah, like touch it. And he like grabs my hand and he puts it on that old man, and I said, no ma'am. I walk out that door and I start walking. So I walk out the door, make sure that I have my stuff. Bitch, I don't know where the fuck I left my candies. I'm like already, like I forgotten about the candies. And I am like, I make sure I have my wallet, my keys, and my phone. And so I get an Uber, and this guy comes out and he's like, don't be that way, come on, let's go back, don't be like that, like don't be that kind of way, don't be that dude. And I'm like, how are you that dude? How are you? Like, I'm just like, I don't understand, I don't comprehend how you're that cute, you're that way, and like you're into this kind of stuff. Like, I don't connect it very well. I'm like, why are you into this stuff? Like, you could have a completely different life. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. And he was like, dude, like, stop. Like, I was gonna fuck you in the glory hole. Like, it was gonna be dope. And I was like, no, I don't do this. I'm like, no. And I said, I'm sorry. Have a nice time. Have a nice life. You stay here with that old grandpa. I'm gonna go. Thank you so much. By that point, the Uber is here. I'm out. I go back to the mall. I get my carro and I block this dude on the app. That was that experience. I kid you not, this was a real experience, and at that point I deleted the app. I deleted my account. I said, I'm not gonna do this shit no more. I can't at all. That is my story of how this dude literally brought me to like an orgy house, arcade, movie theater place. I don't even know what to call it. To say that I feel great. I got tested that week, came out great because I did not want to get anything, you guys. I really did not want to get anything from that dude, and I'm great. I'm negative and everything, so I'm all good in the world. And that shit, it was scary, none the least. It's freaking scary, disgusting. I can't believe that shit happened. And I'm shook. Are you guys shook? I'm shook as fuck. And I just can't believe this shit happens in real life. And so I have more self-respect for myself. I'd like to say that I did the best thing that I could out of the situation. I enjoyed this video. It was crazy for me. And I wanted to share with you guys this experience because I have a whole bunch of crazy stories. And I haven't done them. I've done some story time videos in the past, but I feel like I haven't done them recently because I'm all about like giving you guys reviews and makeup and all that jazz. So I'm also going to be filming a video with my Nudie Patootie palette from Laura Lee. And I also have her brush collection with Morphe. So that should be the next video, or an eyebrow tutorial. Anyways, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys like story times, give this video a thumbs up because I can share definitely some more story times. And that was just a gay dude. Like, you guys have no idea. The straight dudes, that's a different story. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys like these kind of videos by giving this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. You guys know you want to. It really definitely helps me out if you subscribe and if you share the video, because then people can also subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Please be safe. I love you all. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.